You can delete a column or row by clicking the number or letter to select the entire row, and either from the Home Ribbon tab, you can click Delete, or you can right-click with your mouse and choose Delete. The row disappears. I'll hit Ctrl-Z to undo that. You can also select multiple rows by clicking and dragging with your mouse and doing it the same way. By the way, I don't want to hit the Delete key on my keyboard because all that's going to do is delete the contents of the cell. It's still going to leave these big gaps. If I want to delete the actual rows and have no gaps, I need to right-click and choose Delete or use that Delete button on the Home Ribbon tab. So again, I selected multiple rows, right-clicked and deleted, and they're both gone. There is a gotcha, however. If I select this entire row and right-click and hit Delete, look what happened. It also deleted this one over here. Sometimes there's more data here, and we got lucky this time because I could see it. I could have to scroll all the way to the right to see excess data. You just never know. You can get around this by only selecting the amount of contents that you want to actually delete. And I can even do that with multiple rows. Now when I right-click and select Delete, I get a new menu option. It's asking me, what do I want to do? Right before we were deleting the entire row, but this time we want to shift the cells up. If I say OK, it only shifted these cells up. It left this entire table here on the right-hand side completely intact. You can do the same thing with a column. To delete a column, click on the column letter, right-click, and choose Delete. Again, if I hit the Delete key on my keyboard, it's just going to leave me with a blank column, and that's not what we want. So as you can see, sometimes you need to be careful. I chose that one on purpose because there was a formula in here, and now I've messed it up and the formula doesn't work. I'll undo that, and if we delete this one, it gives me no problem. Now maybe I don't want to see this phone number, or I don't want somebody else to be able to see everybody else's phone numbers. I can hide this column. I'll right-click and choose Hide, just like we could with worksheet tabs. It's not gone, it's not deleted, it's just hidden. Now it's very hard to see, but I do have a visual cue that there's a hidden column in here because there's two lines in between columns B and column D. If I want to get that column back, I can put my mouse right in between those two columns and double-click. It's going to bring that column back. If I have multiple hidden columns, I'll right-click this one and choose Hide. And maybe I want to hide their address also. I'll right-click and hide, though they certainly don't have to be right next to each other. If I want to bring back all of them, I can select everything by clicking right in the top leftmost corner of the spreadsheet. From there, all I have to do is double-click in between any column, and it's going to bring them all back.